How streaming actually works. Explained simply. When you press play on a movie or a song, it feels instant. The video starts. The sound comes through. And it feels like the internet is simply sending the movie to you. But that's not what's really happening. Streaming works because a lot of small, quiet systems are working together in the background. And once you understand those systems, streaming suddenly makes a lot more sense. Let's walk through it calmly. From the moment you press play, streaming starts with one simple idea. You never receive the whole video at once. If you did, you'd have to wait minutes or even hours before anything played. Instead, streaming breaks the video into thousands of tiny pieces. These pieces are called segments. Each segment is usually just a few seconds long. Your device asks for the first few segments only. As soon as those arrive, playback starts. While you're watching those first seconds, your device is already downloading the next ones, and then the next ones, and then the next. That constant quiet downloading is what makes streaming feel smooth. At the heart of this is something called buffering. Buffering is just a small waiting room on your device. It stores a short amount of video or audio ahead of what you're watching. If your internet connection slows down for a moment, the buffer keeps playing. That's why brief connection issues don't always stop the video. When the buffer runs empty, you see the loading spinner. That's your device saying, "I need a few more pieces." Now here's something important. Streaming is not one continuous file moving across the internet. It's thousands of short requests. Your device keeps saying, "Send me the next 2 seconds. Send me the next 2 seconds. Send me the next 2 seconds." This makes streaming flexible, and it allows something very clever to happen. The quality can change while you're watching. If your internet is fast and stable, your device asks for higher quality segments. If your connection slows down, it quietly switches to lower quality ones. That's why video sometimes gets blurry for a moment, then sharp again. The stream didn't break. It adapted. This is called adaptive streaming, and it's one of the reasons modern streaming works so well. Now let's talk about where the video actually comes from. When you stream something, you're usually not downloading it from one central server. That would be too slow, and it would overload the system. Instead, streaming services use something called content delivery networks. You can think of this as many copies of the same video stored all over the world. In data centers, in cities, close to where viewers live. When you press play, the system tries to send the video from a location near you. That shortens the distance the data has to travel. Shorter distance means less delay. Less delay means smoother playback. This is also why streaming services feel faster in some regions than others. It depends on how close you are to these network locations. Now let's zoom in even further. Those tiny video segments aren't just random chunks. They are carefully encoded. Video files are compressed to remove unnecessary information. Your eyes don't notice most of what gets removed. Modern video compression looks for patterns. If the background doesn't change between frames, it doesn't resend it. It only sends what's different. That's how a 2-hour movie can be streamed without overwhelming your internet connection. Your device then decodes those segments in real time. It turns compressed data back into moving images and sound, dozens of times per second. This decoding happens constantly while you watch, and it's optimized to feel invisible. Now here's a common misconception. Streaming does not mean the content is not downloaded. It is downloaded, just temporarily. Those segments are stored briefly in memory or cache. Once they're played, they're discarded. That's why you can't keep watching if your connection drops completely. The future segments were never downloaded. This is also why streaming is different from downloading a file. With a download, you get everything first. With streaming, you only ever have a small window. Now let's talk about live streaming. Live streaming works on the same principles, but with tighter timing. Instead of segments being prepared in advance, they're created in real time. As the event happens, the stream is broken into short pieces almost immediately after recording. Those pieces are sent out to viewers with only a small delay. That delay exists on purpose. It gives the system time to buffer and stay stable. Without it, live streams would constantly freeze. This is why live usually means a few seconds behind reality. Now think about millions of people watching the same live stream at once. The system doesn't send one giant stream to everyone. Each viewer still makes individual requests for segments. The infrastructure is designed to scale. It spreads the load across many servers and adjusts quality when needed. This is also why live streams sometimes lower quality automatically during big events. It's better to keep playing than to stop entirely. Another thing people often misunderstand is data usage. Streaming doesn't magically use less data. Higher quality means more data. Lower quality means less. Auto quality settings are constantly balancing image clarity and connection stability. They're trying to avoid interruptions, not maximize sharpness. Now let's step back and look at why streaming feels so natural. It's because the system is always working slightly ahead of you, predicting what you'll need next, and preparing it before you notice. You're never really watching the present moment of the stream. You're watching a carefully managed few seconds from the future. That small delay is the price of smoothness. And finally, here's the bigger picture. Streaming works because the internet is no longer just about sending files. It's about delivering experiences in small, controlled pieces. Instead of here is the whole thing, it's here is exactly what you need right now. That's why streaming scales. That's why it adapts. And that's why it feels instant, even when it's not. So the next time a video starts playing immediately, remember what's really happening. Thousands of tiny pieces, constant adjustments, quiet systems working ahead of you. That's it. Did you already know this is how it works? Or did something surprise you? And if there's something else you've always wondered how it works, leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Till next time.